going on, Jerome? Of course, we know Wednesday, the most accurate power rankings in the known universe drops. And if you disagree with any single one of the rankings, you're wrong. But, of course, we like to take the temperature of the national media Jabronis haircuts and take a little sampling of where the Vikings are at in some prominent national power rankings. So it's fired up. First up, ESPN, the worldwide leader of readers, viewers, and subscribers, have the Vikings at 13. They had the Vikings all the way down in the early round at 20 after that alleged loss to the Falcons, which the Falcons just look great. Wow. But the Vikings beat the Bengals 48-10. Biggest issue on defense, injuries to veterans. Yeesh. Through 3 weeks, the Vikings have the NFL's best defensive expected points added per play, minus 0.17. I hate that EPA is like the new like foundational stat for everything. But Vikings defense also minus 95 snorkel, first in the league. But they also have a core of older veterans, and injuries have been an issue. Safety Harrison Smith, personal health issue, missed 2 games. Linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel, concussion, missed 1. As the cornerback Jeff Okudah, concussion. A chest contusion forced defensive lineman Javon Hargrave to sit out the second half, week 3. Linebacker Blake Cashman, hamstring, Well, the nice thing is, outside of Cashman, maybe Harrison, like these issues shouldn't be lingering throughout the season. And Kevin O'Connell said that Hargrave is good to go. AVG and Okudah, hopefully they're concussion free, and go from there. Then you have the Athletic, who just love the Vikings. Yeah. Athletic had the Vikings at 22, up at 14 this week. Beat the Bengals 48-10. Quarterback conference doesn't matter. Kevin O'Connell picked up Carson Wentz 4 weeks ago, and even with the limited practice reps and basically no training camp, Wentz guided the Vikings to a blowout win. I mean, I feel like Wentz played great. Obviously, 2 touchdowns, averaging 8.7 yards per pass. At this point, it would be fun to see which quarterback could drop onto the roster with O'Connell and still win a game. But I feel like, and everyone goes to the J.J. McCarthy or Carson Wentz debate. I think as of right now, it should be J.J. McCarthy's job when he's healthy and good to go, because Carson Wentz was very good, perfectly fine on Sunday. Don't you think that J.J. McCarthy would have won the game with Jordan Mason ripping off 7.3 yards per carry and 2 rushing touchdowns, as well as a defense that scored twice and took the ball away 5 times? Don't you think that would be kind of a big deal? Also with Darisaw back, also getting Addison back. So I don't know. I feel like this is a causation correlation thing, where I think J.J. McCarthy, this would have been his bust-out game as opposed to the bust-out quarter against the Bears week 1, because think about it. Put Carson Wentz in the first 2 games for the Vikings. I don't think that he does any better than J.J. McCarthy. Put J.J. McCarthy in a situation on Sunday against the Bengals, I think he does just as good or better. So, I don't know. It's a debate for another day, but also it's a good problem to have, having 2 good quarterbacks. CBS, Vikings at 13, up 4 spots from 17. If they play defense like they did against the Bengals, it won't matter who plays quarterback. Hell, I could play quarterback. But Carson Wentz played well with what he he was asked to do. Yes, he did well. Also, Sports Illustrated, Vikings at 14, up from 16. You're seeing a trend. Vikings chilling in like the mid-teen spots. The return of Harrison Smith has been a game changer for this defense and absolutely ripped apart a quality backup in Jake Browning. I don't know if I go that far. The same 2023, man. I wrote about Smith with one of the blah, 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 blah. So basically he's talking about how the tip led to the Isaiah Rodgers interception, as well as the adjusting of Ivan Pace leading to the TFL. I mean, Harrison Smith is very important to this defense. Florio, self-hating Vikings fan that's not a thermos, PFT, Vikings at 15, up from 21. Carson Wentz played well enough to keep on playing, which is fine. And I understand people's argument where, well, J.J. McCarthy needs reps, but also you don't need to burn a season just by getting him reps. That was the plan all along. That was literally the plan coming into the season. And the high ankle sprain sort of forced the issue, but it really sucks because the first 2 games, no Darisaw, no running game to speak of, just completely under pressure, and 9 sacks, a 53.3% pressure rate. But no, that was the plan all along. And also, who's to say that the Vikings won't win with J.J. McCarthy, especially once he gets some games under his belt, and also he'll have Darisaw and Addison and a running game and this defense. That was the plan all along. But, yeah. Eric Edholm, NFL.com, Vikings at 15, up 4 spots. Even if the Bengals were their own worst enemies on Sunday. Lit. Great band. The Vikings showed enough with Carson Wentz. Oh, here's the thing, too. Since home ownership is way down, people aren't having garages like they used to. So the garage bands are dying out. Like Lit, Alien Ant Farm, even though I think they're Canadian. Sum 41, Blink-182. I feel like we're just seeing fewer and fewer garage bands. Yeah. Anyways, at the helm with reasonable hope that they can hold on forward until J.J. McCarthy return. Wentz was sharp early, cooled off, and then heated back up in a net positive performance. Even while taking 3 sacks, Wentz kept the chains moving by finding open guys. Minnesota's run game, even without Aaron Jones, and the defense did a lot of heavy lifting with 2 defensive touchdowns and 5 turnovers, giving the offense all the opportunities they needed. Then and then some. 13 penalties, most of them on the offense, were a bummer. Something to work on, and they will still give Kevin Connell his whiteboard point for the week ahead of the Euro duo against the Steelers and the Browns prior to the early bye. If the Vikings can make it back home with a winning record, they'll be in far better shape to handle the most lethal part of the schedule after the bye. Sunday showed it was too soon to punt on Minnesota. Nobody punted. Only the haters and the losers and fair weather fans punted. That's all. And I can say that with bravado after Sunday's game. That's it. But I don't know. Like everything will come around, and the most accurate power rankings of the universe, of course, drop tomorrow. So we'll see. Anyways, that's it. That's at the national media. Jabroni haircuts. You don't hate them enough. It's okay. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best to do. Skol, production value.